Good morning and happy Sabbath, and welcome to the Madison Children's Sabbath School. My name is Jadon Williams.
And I'm Audree Johnson. Happy Sabbath, Jadon!
Happy Sabbath.
Look what I brought with me to Sabbath school. Look who came to Sabbath school. You remember that song?
Yes.
A plant. We didn't say that. Remember we had a mirror and all the little ones used to say their names? We'll say, Jadon, Jade. And you would be so excited to be in Sabbath school. Are you excited to be in Sabbath school today?
Yeah.
You don't look excited. Did you have a good week?
Yeah, I had a good week.
What did you do this week?
I was on spring break.
You were on spring break, and what'd you do?
I had basketball practice.
Yeah. My ears are getting older. I'm listening.
I had basketball practice.
Uh-huh.
I went to Dave & Buster's.
Oh, okay.
And
you played a lot on that game this week. I heard you. You thought I was asleep.
No.
I heard you cackling in the background. Yes, I did. You were so excited.
No, I could hear you because you were on your phone and you were loud. You do not know to turn your volume down.
I do too. Whatever, Jadon. That wasn't on my phone.
Yes,
I was going to sleep, getting my sleep.
No, your phone was loud.
Whatever. Anyway, Jadon, so are you excited about this lesson today? We're still talking about Jonah. Last week he got spit onto the land. He was spit onto the land. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And what else happened?
That's all. He just went willingly to preach.
He did not go willingly to Nineveh.
After that.
No, he didn't. Because in this lesson, Jadon, he still has an attitude.
No, after that he went willingly.
Well, anyway, he was not willing.
Yes, he was. At the end of
Jadon.
Yes.
He was not happy.
He was happy.
He was disgruntled. Still to this day. Okay, we gotta go check out the story.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready?
Are you?
No, but guess what? Do you know your memory verse? Because you might have given your brain a rest. You know this plant's part of this story too. You might have given your brain a rest this week since you didn't have school.
No.
You didn't? All right, I'm gonna put the plant down because I want you to be focused when you do your memory verse. My message says, I am happy when others learn about God. What's your memory verse?
It's from 1 John 3 verse 1, and it says, See what great love the Father has lavished on us, that we should be called children of God, and that is what we are.
We are children of God. Are you ready to go learn about it?
Yep.
Lessons from a worm. All right, let's go. We'll be right back.
Lessons from a worm, from Jonah chapter 4. The message is, I am happy when others join God's family.
What's wrong?
Mom asked, looking at Caitlin's face as she and her brother Jeremy climbed into the car.
I got a horrible grade on my spelling test again.
Caitlin sighed.
And you said you were going to punish me if I got another bad grade in spelling.
Jeremy grinned to himself. He remembered when Mom had grounded him for not studying his spelling.
I'm sorry, Caitlin.
Mom said sympathetically.
I'll help you study your words after supper.
Jeremy began to feel hot and angry. Why wasn't Mom going to punish Caitlin as she said she would? Jonah was feeling much like Jeremy.
Jonah's face grew red. He gritted his teeth. God hadn't destroyed the people he didn't like. God was not going to destroy the city of Nineveh. After all, Jonah was so mad.
I knew you would act like this.
Jonah fussed at God.
That's why I tried to run away to Tarshish. You are a loving and merciful God. You are patient and kind. I knew you would not destroy these terrible people. Just go ahead and kill me.
Jonah shouted.
It would be better if I died, since nothing I predicted is going to happen.
The Lord answered Jonah.
Is it right for you to be angry like this? Maybe something will happen to Nineveh after all, Jonah thought. He decided to walk out where he could look down on the city to watch.
It was very hot up on the hillside. Jonah made a little shelter with tree branches to protect himself from the sun. Then he sat down and waited.
Suddenly, a most unusual thing began to happen. God made a vine with big green leaves begin to grow beside Jonah's shelter. Jonah stared at the plant. He had never seen anything grow so fast. Up and up it went. The stem grew longer and thicker. Big leaves appeared and uncurled one after another.
The vine climbed all over Jonah's little shelter. It made a wonderfully shady place to sit. Jonah smiled to himself. It was nice not to be baking in the sun. He was very pleased with the plant.
Jonah spent the whole night in his little shelter. Early the next morning, God prepared a worm that ate right through the stem of Jonah's plant. Of course, the plant died, and it shriveled up. It could no longer protect Jonah from the sun's rays. The day got hotter and hotter, and God sent scorching winds to blow on Jonah. The wind blew and blew, and the sun beat down. Jonah was miserable and angry. "It'll be better to die than endure this," he exclaimed.
Then God spoke to Jonah.
"Is it right for you to be angry because the plant died?" "Yes,"
Jonah shouted.
"You feel sorry about the vine, but you did nothing to make it grow. And a plant doesn't live very long anyway."
God said,
"Nineveh has many people living there, plus all their Don't I have more reasons to feel sorry for them than you do to feel sorry for the vine that died?"
Jonah was confused. He didn't understand why God spared the people of Nineveh, but he knew about God's love and mercy. Years later, Jesus spoke of the work Jonah had done.
This story shows us how loving and patient our God is. He wants us to follow his example to be loving, kind, and patient to the people around us. He wants us to be happy when others join his family.
I brought my plant back. I got the message wrong. I'm happy when others join God's family. I was wrong. Yeah, stop giving me that smirk. Jadon, how did you like the lesson? What did you learn today?
Well, I learned from this lesson that Jonah was unappreciative about
He was
God.
grumpy.
Yeah, he didn't want God to forgive the people because, first of all, Jonah knew that God was going to forgive them, and he wanted them to be punished because of all the harm that he so-called thinks they caused him, because he had to come all the way from Jerusalem to Nineveh, and he sailed like halfway across the world and then came back just to go to them, and he didn't like that, so he just wanted God to punish him on the spot.
You know what else? It was like in the beginning when we talked about the spelling test and Charity got a horrible grade, and
I forgot her name.
Well, she was scared because she didn't want to tell her mom she got a bad grade on the spelling test. And guess what happened?
Her mom said, "I'll help you with it."
Yeah, and guess what she did for her brother?
She punished her brother.
Yeah, and her brother was he was sad too, right?
No, he was mad.
He was angry because his sister had grace and mercy. So
she probably laughed at him when
she probably didn't. She probably was a nice sister. She was probably so kind and felt so bad that he was getting in trouble.
Probably not.
She did. That's the kind of sister I would be. So sad.
Not from what I've heard.
My brother, I always was sad when he got in trouble. I didn't like it. Ask him. Call him up and ask him. He will tell you I was very sad. I used to cry when he got spankings. Some of them he took for me, but I was so sad when he got spankings. Anyway, he'll tell you that too. Jadon, do you know why the plant was in the story? Do you remember?
Because that's what Jonah was mad that died.
Yeah, because Jonah was like, this is pretty good, Jadon. He was mad and
Wait.
we have a piece on it, yeah. Hey, don't pull it too hard. I'm doing well keeping this plant. You know I don't do good at this. All right, Jadon. So he was mad because he tried to cover up and kind of hide with the plants.
And then God sent a worm up it, and then the worm
ate it. And guess what he said?
He probably said a lot more than what the Bible says, but he was really mad.
He said, don't try to use the plant to hide. Like Jonah liked hiding instead of just...
God didn't say to do that. He said...
He did. He said the plant's going to die. The people are not going to die, is what he said. Yeah, he said, so don't try to hide under the plant. What you need to do is invest in the people.
Like he said, you didn't try to take care of the plant, and then it died, and you were frustrated when it died, and you didn't put any effort towards keeping it alive.
Right. So who should you put effort towards? Because he said plants are going to die.
So he said put effort towards people before they die.
Jadon, that's a good lesson. Can you imagine if we put so much more effort into people like today's fourth Sabbath? We're putting effort into relationships with people. It's not just about feeding them, but it's relationships and knowing what their needs are and helping them because we can, right?
Yes.
Isn't that what God calls us to do?
It is.
Can you think of someone you can help this week?
My classmates.
I'm going to help somebody too. I'm not sure who yet, but I'm going to find somebody and help them. And I'm going to try to remember to tell you next Sabbath. It's deeper than that. Worms and plants and people and lessons all over the place this week. And Jonah was disgruntled because he just didn't want to do right still. He's going to get it together though, don't you think? Yes. Anything else from this week?
Nope.
All right, Jadon, let's get to our birthdays. Ready? Go from last week.
Last week we had Michael Calendar.
Yes, I think his was yesterday. Okay.
Well, let's just say this before today.
Before today. Okay.
Michael Calendar.
Happy birthday.
Edwin Lightborn.
Edwin Lightborn. He's been here like since almost the beginning. Maybe the beginning when we started Madison.
Jojo Augustus.
Jojo Augustus. Love me some Jojo. He's like he's kind of.
I think he's 19.
19 maybe. Okay, who else?
Annette Riviera.
Annette Riviera. Happy birthday.
And today we have Kofi Carrington.
He's on the sound, we think, right? He's on sound today. Happy birthday, Norman Kofi Carrington. Happy birthday.
Milton Doggett.
Happy birthday, Mill. Aw, it's his birthday.
Linda Anderson.
That's not today.
Not today?
I think it's tomorrow. Aunt Linda. Did you know Aunt Linda is Milton's auntie in real life? Okay. Happy birthday, Aunt Linda.
And Jill Monet.
Jillian Monet. That's her stage name. She's here for worship with us today. Happy birthday tomorrow, Jill. We love you so much. She used to want you to be named Jilton. I told her no. But anyway, let's go, guys. You ready to go? You ready to go? You ready to go? We'll see you next week. Have a great week. Enjoy. It's spring officially now, even though it's chilly outside. Enjoy your week, and thanks for joining us for Sabbath School. I'm Audree Johnson.
And I'm Jadon Williams, and we hope you all have a great week.
Happy Sabbath.